Myself Amrita Srivastav and I am faculty of US Academy and Institute, Gorakhpur. Today we are going to discuss class 8th English first. This is your second chapter and the title is The Tsunami. So students, before we read this chapter, we'll start this chapter. Look here, it's given a map of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. You can see clearly here. And one activity is given for you that you have to do, that is rewrite the incorrect ones after recorrecting the mistake. So after that, this chapter is about the tsunami. Students, tsunami is a natural calamity that causes huge destruction and loss of life and property. Alongside the story of deep sorrow are reassuring details of courage, survival and resilience. Students, one should show act of courage, care and compassion in the bitter struggle of survival and rehabilitation. Students, tsunami refers to a very large and powerful wave in the sea. It is caused by some earthquake under the sea. One such calamity hit several countries on December 26 in 2004. The worst affected parts were coastal parts of India, the Andaman and Nicobar Island and Thailand. Some 1,50,000 people lost their lives. Let's read the chapter Tsunami. A tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquake under the sea. On December 26, 2004, a tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India such as Andaman and Nicobar Island and the Tamil Nadu coast. Here are some stories of courage and survival. Did animals sense that a tsunami was coming? Some stories suggest that they did. This story is given in 3 parts. This part gives us some important and inspiring incidents. These occurred when tsunami hit some parts of India. The stories are from Andaman and Nicobar Island. So let's read our first part. Ignatius was manager of a cooperative society in Karchal. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. Then the family rushed out of the house. When the tremors stopped, they saw the sea rising. In the chaos and confusion, 2 of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. His wife also swept away. Only the 3 other children who came with him were saved. The first story is about Ignatius. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. sensing an earthquake. Ignatius put the television on the ground to save it from the quake. Then all the members of the family rushed out. When the tremors stopped, they saw the sea rising. And this situation caused them confusion. They ran but in opposite direction. His wife was swept away. His 2 children along with her father and brother were also lost. Thus Ignatius lost his wife, 2 children, his father-in-law and his brother-in-law in the tsunami. Next is Sanjeev was a policeman serving the Karchal island of Nicobar group of islands, he somehow managed to save himself, his wife, and his baby daughter from the waves. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. Sanjeev jumped into the water and rescued her, but they were both swept away. 13-year-old Meghna was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. She spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on to a wooden door. 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they didn't see her. She was brought to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. Ams Javed was 10 years old. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol pump. Her mother, Rahila's home was in Nancovry Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. When the tremors came early in the morning, the family was sleeping. Alma's father saw the sea water recede. He understood that the water would come rising back with the great force. He woke everyone up and tried to rush them to a safer place. As they ran, her grandfather was hit on the head by something and he fell down. Her father rushed to help him. Then came the first giant wave that swept both of them away. Alma's mother and aunt stood clinging to the leaves of a coconut tree, calling out to her. A wave unrooted the tree and they too were washed away. Alma saw a log of wood floating. She climbed onto it. Then she fainted. When she woke up, she was in hospital in Karnataka. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. The little girl does not want to talk about the incident with anyone. She is still traumatized. Next story is about Sanjeev. Sanjeev was a policeman. He managed to save himself, his wife, and his baby daughter. Then he heard the cries for help. These were from John's wife. John was guest house cook. Sanjeev jumped into the water to save her. They both were swept away and drowned. Sanjeev lost his life in saving his neighbor's wife. Next story is about 13-year-old girl Meghna. Meghna was 13-year-old. She was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. She held on a wooden door and kept floating on it for 2 days. She was brought to the shore by a wave and saved. Next story is of Almas. She was a 10-year-old girl. The family was sleeping, but her father had woke up. He saw the water receding after the tremors. He knew it would come back with great force. He woke up everyone, trying to rush to a safer place. As they ran, his father fell down. Alma's father rushed to help him. Then came a big wave and swept them both away. Her mother and aunts were washed away too. They were swept away with the tree. They were holding on it. That was a very painful situation also for Almas. How she was saved? She was saved by a log of wood that was floating beside her. She climbed on it. Then she fainted. When she woke up in a hospital, she was in Kamorta. Let's read second part of this. First of all, we will discuss comprehension check of first part. Say whether the following are true or false. Agnigius lost his wife, 2 children, his father-in-law and his brother-in-law in the tsunami. That is true. Sanjeev made it to safety after the tsunami. False. Meghna was saved by a relief helicopter. False. Alma's father realized that a tsunami was going to hit the island. True. Her mother and aunts were washed away with the tree that they were holding on to. That is also true. Let's read second part. Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when when the tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. Though she was won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Why do you think they took that decision? Now here is a story from Thailand. The Smith family from southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. Resort means a place where people go to celebrate holidays. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. It was 26 December 2004. Delhi tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake off northern Sumatra earlier that morning. The water was swelling and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered, the beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. But Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind kept going back to a geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam, bubble and form the whirlpools. She remembered that she had seen this in a class video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands in 1946. Her geography teacher had shown her class the video and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes and landslides. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical, said her mother, Penny. I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, run. The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the surge of 3 tsunami waves. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. The Smith later met other tourists who had lost entire families. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, they had been forewarned. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying tale. So this is story of Tilly who faced the tsunami waves so bravely, and this is story from Thailand. Tilly's family had come to Thailand from England to celebrate Christmas. It was 26 December. She was standing with her family on the beach. Tilly and her mother, Penny Smith, both saw the water swelling. The beach was getting smaller and smaller every moment. They saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam. Tilly saw the sea making whirlpools. At that time, Tilly's mother was not alarmed by these signs. Tilly remembered the video that her geography teacher had shown in the class 2 weeks before. It occurred to her that these were the sure signs of tsunamis. She screamed and asked her family to go off the beach. The mother didn't sense anything terrible. She, however, felt that her daughter must be right. And after that, Tilly saved so many other people also. Tilly's parents took her and her sister to the swimming pool at the hotel. Many others also left the beach with them. Then it was as if the entire sea had come after them. They were feeling like that. The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the force of the tsunami. If they had stayed on the beach, they would have been dead at that time. So it was a very practical and very intelligent decision to take shelter on the third floor of the hotel. After that, let's see comprehension check. Answer the following questions in a phrase or sentence. Question is, why did Tilly's family come to Thailand? So students, answer is Tilly's family had come to Thailand to celebrate Christmas. What were the warning signs that both Tilly and her mother saw? Tilly and her mother saw that tsunami waves were already on their way. The water was swelling and kept coming in. The beach was getting smaller and smaller. Do you think Tilly's mother was alarmed by them? Yes, I think, or we think Tilly's mother was alarmed by them as she saw her daughter getting frightened by the earthquake under the sea. Where had Tilly seen the sea behaving in a same strange fashion? Tilly had seen the sea behaving in the same strange fashion in a video shown by her geography teacher. Next question is, where did the Smith family and the others on the beach go to escape from the tsunamis? In order to escape from the tsunamis, the Smith family and the others took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. How do you think her geography teacher felt when he heard about what Tilly had done in Phuket? Maybe when Tilly's geography teacher learnt about what Tilly had done in Phuket, he might have been felt proud of her and might have got thrilled by her action. Let's read third part of the chapter. Look carefully at the picture of the boy and his dog and try to describe the things that you see using just words and phrasing. Either the teacher or one of the students can write down the words and phrases on the blackboard. This is how you can start. Calm blue sea and ruined hearts. This is the picture given here. The students try to frame a paragraph or story related to the picture. And let's read our next part. It's saying that before the giant waves slammed into the coast in India and Sri Lanka, wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. They fled to safety. According to the eyewitness accounts, elephant screamed and ran off higher ground. Dogs refused to go outdoors. Flamingos abandoned their low-lying breeding areas, and zoo animals rushed into their shelters and could not be enticed to come back out. Many people believe that animals possess a sixth sense and know when the earth is going to shake. Some experts believe that animals' more acute hearing helps them to hear and or feel the earth's vibration. They can sense an approaching disaster long before humans realize what is going on. We cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not, but the fact is that the giant waves that rolled through the Indian Ocean killed more than 1,50,000 people in a dozen countries, but not many animals have been reported dead. Along India's Along India's Kudlor coast, where thousands of people perished, buffaloes, goats, and dogs were found unharmed. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka, is home to a variety of animals, including elephants, leopards, and 130 species of birds. 60 visitors were washed away from the Patangala beach inside the park, but no animal carcasses were found. Carcasses means dead bodies, except for 2 water buffaloes. About an hour before the tsunami hit, people at Yala National Park had observed 3 elephants running away from the Patangala beach. A Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gala said his 2 dogs would not go for their daily run on beach. They are usually excited to go on this outing, he said, but on that day they refused to go and most probably saved his life. So students, it is a common belief. Some people believe that animals possesses a sixth sense. Tsunami killed 1,50,000 people, but only a few animals died. In Yala National Park in Sri Lanka, 60 visitors were washed away, but only 2 animals died. In the same park, people had observed 3 elephants run away from the beach an hour before the tsunami hit. A man on the coast near Gala in Sri Lanka had 2 dogs. On that fatal day of tsunami, they refused to go to the beach with their master. So the master too stayed back. Thus the dogs had saved his life also. Just because the dogs refused to go to the beach for their daily run, they also saved the life of their master. Let's see comprehension check. Answer using a phrase or a sentence. In the tsunami, 1,50,000 people died. How many animals died? In the tsunami, 1,50,000 people died, but not many animals had been reported dead. Second question is saying, how many people and animals died in Yala National Park? At Yala National Park, 60 visitors were washed away and no animal carcasses was found except for 2 water buffaloes. What do people say about the elephants at Yala National Park? At Yala National Park, people had observed 3 elephants running away from the Patangala beach. What did the dogs in Gala do? In Gala, the 2 dogs refused to go for their daily run on the beach. They also saved their masters. So students, that was all about your second chapter, the tsunami. You will get questions and answer of this chapter in your assignment. What kind of moral do you get from this chapter? Students, we should realize the importance of doing whatever possible to save human and animal life, to participate in relief work, and to understand the concept of disaster management. One should always show acts of courage, care, and compassion in the bitter struggle of survival and rehabilitation. So, students, we will discuss our next chapter in our next video. Till then, take care.